Dearest, welcome to DU Public School Chandikhol. Hello everyone, I am Jasmine Misra. Today I will teach you Standard 5 Science Chapter 2, that is seed germination and dispersal. So dear students, all you know that most plants grow from seed. Already we have discussed what are the parts of seeds, okay? But do you know that how a small seed turns into such a big plant? Well, let's find out. So in this video, at the end of this module, we will learn about what is germination, seed germination, what is the process of germination, and what are the factors necessary for the germination of a seed. So first is what is seed germination. Dear students, the growth of a seed into a young plant or a seedling is called germination. That means the process by which a seed that is getting all the suitable conditions grows into a plant is called germination. The young plant is called seedling. Seed germinate and grow into new plants only when they get suitable conditions, that is air, water and warmth. That means under these conditions, while they get proper conditions, that is air, water and warmth, the seed can germinate. Okay. So what is the process of seed germination? I've already discussed that the requirements or the necessity, that is air, water and warmth. They are requirements for a seed to germinate. So in this process, the seed adjusts the water and the seed coat becomes soft. Okay, and all of you know that each seed has an embryo inside it. Embryo means the baby plant. So while observing water, the seed, inside the seed, the embryo starts growing inside the seed and the radicle emerges from the seed. Radicle means the primary root. Okay, the primary root, that is radicle, emerges first. Radicle forms the root and grows downward. Radicle forms the root system of the plant and it grows downward. Okay, then the plumule comes out and forms the shoot with stem and leaves. Okay, the plumule comes out and forms the shoot with stem and leaves. It starts growing upward towards the sunlight. This is plumule. So why it grows upward direction? That is in search of air and sunlight. For that, when the leaves come out, then it can direct get the sunlight and can prepare their own food. Okay, then question is arise during the process of germination, the baby plant, where the baby plant get food. That is, already we have know that the seed has two cotyledons. In case of dicotyledons, they have two cotyledons and they store food. So cotyledons are the storehouse of food for the baby plant. They store food for the baby plant, that is embryo. Okay. So, as the seed germinates, the cotyledons provide food to the baby plant until its leaves grow. Okay. So once the leaves are formed, the plants can prepare its own food and the cotyledons are set. So as soon as the seed germinates, the cotyledons provide food to the baby plant until its leaves grow. Once the leaves are formed, the plants can prepare its own food and the cotyledons becomes disappear. So here you can see this is the shoot system of the plant, that is plumule, and this is the root system of the plant, that is radicle. Okay, and this baby plant, this is that young plant is called your seedling. Okay, now the process, and in this way the germination occurs and the cotyledons keep providing food to the seedling until the leaves formed starts making food for the plant. Then there is no stopping. The plants keep growing to give rise, fruits, flowers and then seeds. Okay. So these are all about the germination process. So students, did you know a seed does not require direct sunlight but just the heat from the sun, while a seedling needs direct sunlight so that its leaves can make food. Okay, no seeds do not need sunlight. to germinate, they are sown in the soil where there is no sunlight. However, once seedling develops, they need sunlight along with air, water, warmth for the proper growth. Okay. So now these are all about your process of germination. So now today we will discuss about regarding some questions regarding the germination process. So this is fill in the blanks. The growth of a seed into a seedling is called what? Seed germination. Okay. So second question, the part of the embryo that emerges first during the process of germination. Students, already we have discussed that during the process of germination, first part that emerges first is your radicle, that is root system. Primary root, that is your radicle. Another name for the seeds that have just begun to germinate, that is seedling. Okay. Then warmth is one of the requirements. I have already discussed that air, water and warmth are the basic requirements for the germination of a seed. So warmth is one of the requirement for the seed germination. 5 number, in the process of germination, dash grows upward with the stem and leaves. We have already discussed that the radicle grows downward and plumule grows upward. So it is plumule with stem and leaves. Then 6 number, answer the following questions. List the conditions required for a seed to germinate. Okay, we have I have told you that what are the basic conditions, what are the suitable conditions required for the seed to germinate, that is air, water and warmth. So you can write here air, water and warmth. Then next is differentiate between plumule and radicle. Plumule and radicle basic difference is that every baby plant has a shoot that is called your plumule, and every baby plant, that is embryo, has a root that is called radicle. Then plumule forms the shoot system of the plant and radicle forms the root system of the plant. Okay. Then during the process of germination, plumule grows upward direction and radicle grows downward. So these are the basic difference between the plumule and radicle. I hope all of you understand. Thank you and have a nice day.